Let's take a quick look at how to calculate probability values for a binomial distribution. I want to go to Menu and choose option 5 for probability, and again 5 for distributions. There are two distributions we can use, the binomial PDF and the binomial CDF. So if we're interested in an individual value, we can choose the PDF. If we're interested in a range of values, we should use the CDF. And so let's take a quick look at these two. So it's probably easiest, because they're way down in that list, is to just press the letter A for PDF or B for CDF. We need to enter the number of trials. So let's say we have 5 trials, and the probability of success, let's say, is 40%. And then we will probably be interested in finding the probability for a specific number of outcomes. And that's what we can enter as the X value. So let's say I'd like to know what's the probability that it would occur 3 out of 5 times if the probability of success is 40%. And so then I can press OK, and I can see that value. So a quick note, if for some reason you type something wrong, remember you can use the up arrow and then highlight the command that you just used, press Enter, and then you can adjust it. So let's say I wanted to enter 2 instead of a 3, and I made a mistake, and then I realize my error. I can go enter that and press Enter, and we see the different probabilities. So there's about a 23% chance of having it 3 out of 5 times with 40% success. That goes up to 34, almost 35%, or about 34.5 for 2, which makes sense because 40% of 5 is 2. So that's sort of the most expected outcome. It won't happen all the time, but it does happen most often. And one last quick look at this sort of copying and pasting. If I press Enter, just to see it here for a second, if I take away that last number, right, that was our X value that was optional, and then press Enter, we actually see all 6 possible outcomes. The first is for 0, for the event not happening at all. And then the next number is for 1, and then we see that 34% for 2, and for 3, and 4, and 5. So we could use the PDF to see all possible values, but if I know I have a range of values that I want to see, the CDF is the way to go, the cumulative density function. Because if I choose Menu again, option 5, and then B, the binomial CDF allows me to enter a lower bound and an upper bound. So let's say I wanted to know what's the probability, there are 5 trials, what's the probability that the event occurs either 1, 2, or 3 times out of 5. So I press 5 using 0.4 as our probability of success, and then I can enter 1 to 3. The lower bound and upper bound are inclusive. And if I press OK, I see the total. And that total comes from adding up this probability for 1 with the probability for 2 and also the probability for 3. So roughly that 26 plus 34 plus 23 adds up to this amount. About 83.5% of the time, 2 is most likely. 1, 2, and 3 will occur most of the time if there's a 40% chance of success. And that's it. That's, in a nutshell, how we can calculate probabilities with the CDF, the cumulative density function, and the PDF for the binomial distribution, the probability density function. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.